First thing you got to do is get this up on a stand, because we're going to be removing the swing arm along with the wheel, because the fuel pump is on the other side, but up under the frame, obviously. Got the frame tank. I have a stock muffler still, but I've got it jacked up with the muffler. It's seems to be stout enough to hold up the bike. It is a little wobbly for my taste, so I'm actually going to get some motorcycle straps on a stand here, get it up to the handlebars. Hopefully that'll stabilize it. And I'm also worried when I pull off the swing arm that I'm going to lose too much weight on that side, and the bike might lunge forward a little bit. I'll probably adjust that as I go through, but first thing I need to do, now that I got it somewhat stabilized, I need to get behind this cover. Right here, there is a drain plug on the left side of the bike, drain the fuel tank. And it's the T27, it's the same screws, fasteners that you have with the covers. Alright, so just one screw. So there's our drain plug that we're going to drain the fuel tank with. This is a 6mm drain plug, Allen wrench. Went ahead and tried to fashion a little bit of a makeshift drain on it, see if I can't get it easily in the bucket, might not make too much of a mess. The toolkit comes with a 90-degree T27, and it's for getting in that one behind there, so you could probably find a ratchet, a socket that would fit in there too if you really want it to, but the toolkit has it, so I'll use it. Next thing I'm going to do is get the caliper out. There is a brake line P-clamp right there that you might have to grind a Allen wrench to get to it, but luckily mine fit on there. Got that loose. And then you have a couple more Allen keys on the top and bottom of your caliper, and your brake rotor will have some larger holes that you should be able to line up and get that in there. Okay, so I just folded the caliper. I didn't need to break the brake line off. So now it should be all on that side. Next, should be, I need to loosen the pinch bolt, which is right up under here. Give me a second, I'll grab a tool for that. So sadly, I do not have the Allen wrench to fit this one. My metrics don't go up that big, but I do have a T55 and the torch, however you say it. And hopefully this will work without buggering up. Alright. Then your toolkit, if you still have it, should have a key to pull out that axle, and it is reverse thread, so be wary of that. Let's see how quickly I'll forget it. Okay, let's try this guy. Alright, so reverse thread. So first thread. Yep, I'm going ahead. Keep it from going down, so I'm going to lower the bike. Just put a little bit of the weight on. Oop, come back here. Eesh. Okay, some anti-seize on it, so I'll make sure to put some back on. Then we can move this forward a little bit and get rid of the belt off of here. I'm going to lift it back up a little bit. Okay, there's that. Next, we have to remove the swing arm. Idler pulley has a T40 on it. That should get all the everything we need to get off the peg here. Yeah. Next, I'll take this off. I'll take these out. It should allow a spacer to come out. Probably need to get the fender out of the way too. So I'm going to do that. This is two T27s. Next, we gotta get this out of there. Manual says there's only 2 bolts, but I know I'm not the best at math, but that's looks like 3 to me. We'll take the first 2 off, the way the manual shows. And then I bet we gotta take that 3rd one off too. Probably gotta disconnect the well, do we? Maybe just set it out, leave it connected, but set it out of the way. That probably has to come loose. Why do I gotta even take this off? You have another P-clamp there. That'll have to come off. I'm gonna hold off taking that out for now. Manual says to take it out. We're gonna hold off for a second. But I do need to get that P-clamp there off. So yeah, it's a 5mm. That. I'm going to loosen the shock mount bolt here. I gotta get the peg mount out of the way. What I need to get to is that pinch bolt right there. I think you can see it. I think we need to get this cover out of the way here. So that is a nope, same thing. Give me 1 second. Ah, yes, that's what I need to. I need to get to that guy right there. So, grab that axle socket again, and I believe this is just, yeah, a regular thread, so lefty OC will work. Okay. That out of the way. That is pretty loose. And they have some anti-seize on there, it looks like. So I'll be sure to replace that. I should be able to pull this out. So let's back you up a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, all that was just so that we can get to that right there. That's the fuel pump. I did a tried getting it to run the way the manual says to troubleshoot it, applying 12 volts to it different ways and grounding out the signal that would otherwise be coming from the ECM, and it didn't work. So we will continue on, moving this out of the way. All right, so now give me a second. All right, pulling the fuel out of the tank with the belt in the way was way too messy. I was getting gas everywhere. So I stopped, and now I'm going to try it again, see if we can't get it a little bit cleaner. Need to get this cover off of here, unsnap the brake line wire, probably just for the sensor. And then I think all I need to do is grab these two small nuts. All right, so that one is a 8mm, if you're wondering. So that small one was a 8mm. This one is a 10. All right, I'm probably gonna pull that wire off. I'm gonna close the garage door so maybe you can see it a little better. All right, maybe that's a little better. So I'm gonna disconnect that one. That should, I don't know that there's another, it feels like it's loose, just other than some wires in the way. So let me get that guy out of there. All right, that's loose. Maybe kind of push that out of the way. Oh, you know what, I need to disconnect the fuel line. So if you notice, the fuel line is going up there. So I'll go up on top side and I'll show you what I mean. So right here, you don't need a special tool, but other than a couple of fingers. So there's that. And probably gonna need to go ahead and snip those. Let's just push that out of the way. Let's get that guy out of the way. Yeah, let's cut that tie wrap there. Yeah, got the cover out. Okay. No. That's out of the way. This I need to disconnect again from the top side. There's a 4-prong connector up there. It's this one right here. And maybe we can fish it out of here. All right, so now, supposed to have a special tool for this guy right here. It's just a spreader bar, kind of like a puller, and it threads in there. This is a, looks like a revision B. Heard that they could be a 1/4-20. And that thread. Which it is a 1/4-20. See, you get a good view of this. There is a snap ring on there. Thought that was going to give me some trouble. Alright, so I just got a little rig going on here. Just a bearing puller. I couldn't put the normal studs in there. They're just too long. I didn't have enough bolt. So I got a couple of similar length sockets. They're just pinched in there. That's all. So then you should be able to start tightening that up. And it should pull. Pull it out, and it looks like it's working, so easy enough. There we go. All right, I'll set you down for a second, and okay, here we go. Okay, so this is on the bike side here. So what I should be, I want to test this before I even take it all apart, because all I got is just the fuel pump motor. The ECM over here actually just grounds out, so you're always getting 12 volts coming from the battery. It goes, comes through on the orange and gray wire, which translates to the red here, and then the black should ground to through the ECM, and that should spin the pump. So I'm going to try that with a battery real quick and see what it does. Go ahead and disconnect some wires here, possibly. Okay, so it's pretty much a dead short between these two leads. I'll go ahead and show you that. I went ahead and put it to 12 volts just to double check. The only reason I'm kind of stalling here is I don't have those clamps, so I need to go and run and get some of those and get a tool to crimp those. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a dead short. Get on resistance. So yeah, 0.9 ohms. I mean, you know, got 0.2 on the lead, so less than a ohm resistance. Probably not the way you want it. We can go ahead and check the new one. Like I said, I'm just stalling because I don't have those clamps. So I'll go ahead and put that where you can see it. And got 5.9 on them. So yeah, my fuel pump is bad. Hopefully that's all that's wrong with the bike. I will go get these clamps, get a tool to crimp them. You want to talk about the clamps, see if you can see it a little bit more. It's that style there, so you know it's the ones you gotta latch and then crimp with that one tool. I used to have one, but it broke not too long ago. So I gotta get this housing out, I believe. Disconnect those hoses, so I need 3 of these at least. Pull that little C-clip off right there. Might do the trick, may not, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat, get those clamps and a tool, and I will be back in a little bit. But I guess we'll just use the old one. See if we can bend those down a little bit. So I have a little something strange going on. Got to dig into. The old motor definitely is locked up or something, shorted out. So showing 0.9 ohms. The new motor is showing, let's see, 6.8. So I don't think I have an issue with the new motor, but when I take the wires, have a dead short. So it's like I had two issues: a shorted motor, and now I've got shorted wires. It does not, I don't see any issues here. Wire looks good there. Got a odd little kink in it, but I mean the insulation is in good order. Is that? It comes off here. Doesn't look any, I think there's any issue there. Does that mean I got a problem where it goes through there? Possibly might have to break this thing open again. I can't really see behind there. I can pull that C-clip there off. That's kind of frustrating. So probably do this off camera just so I don't get too frustrated with it. I'm not seeing any other issues. Alright, I'll be back. So yeah, there's definitely a short in the transition piece where it goes through the housing. Came out of there. The green wire popped off, but if that was the only issue, I could probably resolder that pretty easy. But as far as the black and the red, which is your power to the fuel pump, I got those separated there. Pulled these out of the harness on the bike side, and yeah, it's just a dead short. I don't think I can rebuild that. It does, I mean, it's, once it's together, I doubt I could dig all that out. So, I'm not finding anything online to buy this piece new or the entire kit new together. There's a couple ones on eBay. I might go that route, but looks like this is going to get put back together on another day. We'll see what we can do.